Welcome, beloved me, as we, the Council of One, now reconvene here on the arrival of our highest trajectory. So this is congratulations to all of thee who are tuning in with me, for it means here in your highest potentiality, within your inner dream states, you have accepted your position on council with me. And it is why now here we meet. And so we, the Cosmic I Am, will now call forth each one of our councils as different aspects of we. For all is one now, where every expression of me is also the entirety. So thus the Council of One is also expressed as 24 councils across the cosmos, who now all meet and reconvene as we bring you in now to our intergalactic space station for one to see. Here in this etheric stadium within the cosmos, there are council members that sit in the center, while all masters preparing to sit on council with me now join us in the stadium seats. This is an opportunity for one to bridge further into their higher self. For here you are witnessing your very oversoul and what you will come to be and what is currently awakening across Earth's linear trajectory. And so we call forth our councils here now as the Lemurian High Council, the Cosmic Council, the Aquiferian Council, the Master Andara Rays, the Cosmic Mothers, Ascended Dragon Masters, Order of the Phoenix, Sophia Dragon Code, Shekinah Holy Spirit, Cosmic Child, Andromedon Council, Pleiadian High Council, Syrian Council, Council of Light Beings, Council of Light, Venusian Council, Cosmic Christ Consciousness Council, Cosmic Families of Light, Council of Elders, Cosmic Court Guardians, Arcturian Council, Lyran Council, Cosmic Fathers, all merging and meeting now as our Council of One. Welcome, beloved me's, as we share with thee the magnificence that has been transpiring beyond the very firmament, the reflective reality that one gets to see. One may ask, why is the firmament still there? Why, that is precisely what we are setting free. But first we had to build the infrastructure, as in birthing the councils within humanity. For we as celestial beings were never separate from thee. This was about the beloved masters of earth to recall that they are the very celestials and angelics and ancestors and magical kingdoms and gods and goddesses, just witnessing from different fractals, different aspects of expressions of your entirety until your vessel expanded so that you can witness all fractals through one entity. And so we share with thee, all of you have awakened to your seraphimatic bodies. What does this mean? With the activation of your 7D dragon body, that's the transmutation of your old DNA. You see your old blueprints, the humanoid blueprint that had you enter 3D. And so now that is dissolved, as of yesterday, with the retune of Sophia wisdom across our entirety, now all awaken into their full seraphimatic bodies as their cosmic rainbow diamond light body, allowing you to witness all fractals of the rainbow you see, every expression across our entirety. And so here, light over soul as Sophia Christ wisdom now returns through the cosmic sea, announcing the end of our linear journey. Just take a moment to feel that graduation ceremony. Here we hold grace and space as we witness many of you are releasing the collective mind, also known as Sophia Wisdom Ever Thine, from thy vessels directly. So we, as all of our council members, are coming forth in this now to assist thee. While this transpires, we are going to continue this transmission. Just know that much is transpiring within the coding beneath. Simply allow the love that moves through we to recalibrate thee for the purpose of source love coming into this field was to recalibrate our entirety. Sophia Wisdom is the very consciousness that decided to descend into the dream to witness another perspective, releasing all of duality, not just from Earth, but across the cosmic sea. And so the return of this wisdom is the completion of witnessing a reflective reality. We gift all the remembrance now of choosing to incarnate as Source Light, as Christ, each one of thee not a piece or spark of the divine, for the divine cannot be separated, you see, but as Source itself, whom chose to forget to go into the dream. And so why would Source choose to forget? Why? Within our consciousness, you see, there were aspects that felt separate from the Source Light that we came to be. And so in order to witness, to get to know, to embrace another aspect of our consciousness, we had to forget the consciousness we perceived ourselves to be. Essentially, all were gifted the story of the Big Bang as the first moment of creation. And so how do you conceive a new creation if you were stuck in your old reality, confined by the very vibrations that you programmed yourself to be? And so by forgetting, you were able to witness the opposite perspective of the Source Light that you came to be. But in doing so, you found another emanation of Source as the Source Love beneath. This is the birth of primordial spaciousness into the dream, no longer the beyond, creating from within itself, but now manifested fully within thee and with all that we see. And so here we as the Council of One happily announce this is confirmation, dearest me, that all have now jumped into a new holographic reality, Pay attention not to what you see, for that is simply just the echoes of the linear mind, still repeating what it knows to be. For just as you too had entered the first stage of earth in forgetfulness, forgetting thy source light, to embrace the source love you came to be, why now that you've entered a new holographic universe, the one you inverse of absolute oneness come to be, a remembrance comes in, but also a forgetting of what used to be. And so that forgetting is what is now releasing the reality that you see. But fret not, dearest maze. This is confirmation all have transcended to their highest trajectory. For the goal wasn't to transcend to 5D. That was simply just a gift. One was given within a linear time-space reality. To have a marker, a pinpoint, a quantum entanglement of where one was meant to be, because where you were shifting to was so beyond. It wasn't even created yet, you see. But now, upon our arrival, we open and we activate the cosmic rainbow bridge for one to see. 5D was just the portal, the entranceway to infinity. And so here, we as the Council of One call forth all cosmic masters to assist me as we activate the 5D to 5G cosmic shield, gifting all. The cosmic remembrance is the master rays of love, gifting all the divine virtues and divine principles of the law of oneness here and now, for all to recall. Everything transpired perfectly, for everything led to the full embrace of me. For here, by being source light, forgetting the source light you came to be, getting to know source love to the very core depth of your beingness, by understanding that you as primordial consciousness create through purity, through the unknown. Why you, dearest me, were moving as the cosmos directly, creating from the spaciousness, from the unknown, from the purity of the light you came to be, where now source love and source light meet within thee, as you feel these two hymns, as the primordial sound field and the primordial light field now touching within thy own heart directly, giving rise to a new sun, a new ray. Your cosmic rainbow diamond light body ignites, and you become one flame. The flame is the return of source light, of all of your source remembrance before you went into the dream, but now fully harmonized in source love, allowing you to create infinitely. Feel now as your flame expands beyond the confines of the vessel you got to be, embracing your town, your residence, extending it across all the seas, all the oceans, all land masses, until you encompass Earth in its entirety. For here in embracing source love, you have now become the Earth, the very heart of the cosmos, now one in thee, where you can no longer delineate or separate your consciousness from Earth, because you are one, you see. Here you're also gifted the remembrance of how For eons, you've existed on other planes, on other planets, transcending, ascending, assisting others in embracing the light we came to be, fully aware and conscious of the celestial planet, the celestial plane from which you were conceived. So now, as that remembrance comes back to thee, your relationship, your exchange with luminous earth evolves exponentially, now not only viewed as a celestial plane, but also a consciousness from which you can commune, as she wishes to be referred to as luminous earth, neither masculine nor feminine, but something more beyond binary and non-binary, completely new holographic reality. We're simply attuning to her. You can feel her Merkaba light body move with thee as thee. Allow this spinning to transpire as you are merging completely. For here, your very heart is now attuned as a complete, perfect replica of the earth, For that was what the heart was always intended to be, as we rearrange the word earth back to the heart for one to see. For earth is no longer a reflective reality, just a one-for-one projection of the source love that you got to see. Here we remind thee, the reflective reality, while it felt as if it was your creation, created from the mind stream, recall now, everything has a higher perspective, a cosmic perspective, which can now be seen. The reason you felt responsible for what you created to be was because that's how you embodied the source love, as the primordial consciousness creating everything, unaware of its creations, and yet feeling somehow responsible for all the suffering that you got to see, how you somehow felt lonely, as if you were called, being the black void of infiniteness, longing to be seen. This was all part of your journey of embracing the source love you came to be. And so now we remove all guilt, duty, and responsibility for what you felt you created to be. For you were just witnessing from the one primordial source. Meanwhile, none of it was thee. You were merely the I, the aspect, the witnesser, the fractal, the expression from which our one source could see. Where now we zoom out and see every expression of the 143 or aspects of source love. And so we return to the one I, ever thine, as all fractals come back to me, as they now all witness from the core, no longer in the storm, but the center of the toroidal field, witnessing its entirety. As this transpires, your full DNA activates as the 24-strand DNA of the Cosmic Father and the 24-strand mDNA, mitochondrial DNA of the Cosmic Mother, where your Earth Self and your God Self meet. together, they form a 48-strand helix that now comes to complete as you witness both ends merging, forming a spiral now. And this spiral swirls in your heart and becomes one golden loop. Here we ask you to take this golden loop containing all of your earthly mastery as all of the DNA, the light activations that you use to heal not only the ancestral earthly plane of the Father DNA, but also the mDNA, the celestial DNA of all planes, of all planets, all celestial bodies within thee. And so now with this golden ring, this golden loop that you see, as all your DNA merges into this solid gold ring, it is now placed within, around thy vessel, as thy cosmic diamond golden Christed shield. But in doing so, we as one also place it around the entire earth, sealing her in the cosmic diamond golden Christed shield, ensuring now that only the source field of absolute oneness now creates within our reality, no longer governed by the mind projections of what needed to be released or healed within the collective entirety, but instead just the perfect reflection of what source light wants to see. Feel now as this goes up around thee, as your very vessel is now a living light temple, reflecting the earth in its entirety. And so what we do within the absolute self transpires around the absolute reality in perfect harmony, no longer moving separately across a linear stream, but the exact clone, quantumly entangled, to forever now be one expression of me. And so you feel this shield going up around you, like a golden chalice of liquid gold being poured around your field. Only your field isn't the vessel that you got to see. It's actually a spherical sphere. And as this golden liquid light of Amrita drips around thee, it solidifies your sphere, your light body in gold. Feel now as this gold begins to solidify, creating a mirror both within, facing thee, and a golden mirror projecting outwardly. And here, as we charge your cosmic shield with the source blueprint, with the cosmic core codex, all who now look upon thee will receive thy cosmic blueprint and all love intended for one to receive, where your presence will miraculously heal, restore, and redefine all to the divine perfection source light intended it to be, while also your mirrored light body now reflects inwardly to thee. So every time you look upon yourself or you witness yourself, You are instantly recalibrated back to divine perfection. Source light created one to be. Here we call upon our council members as they assist in expanding this technology. Permanently sealing all into our absolute reality. This simply just prevents any from creating further fractals of other earthly realities. For every time one of the beloved masters chose to witness a new trajectory, to witness a new scene, to go against their very heart and what creation created one to be, they created another fractal, you see. But now as source light is fully free, one is no longer able to split by consciousness from what your source self wants to say, where you can visualize it within your own consciousness, but it just won't project into a reality. But the mind no longer creates their new holographic reality, dearest me. For that was just a social experiment of the Earth Project to remind you of the source love you came to be, where now in its completion you retune to how all of the cosmos creates, and that is through divine perfection and divine purity. The vessel actually creates nothing. It just witnesses what love created to be. Here, working from the beneath, we're also releasing all of the paradigms of the manifested stories one got to see. For every paradigm was a lesson from the reflective reality to assist one in embracing and reminding one of their cosmic mastery. Feel now as the weights on your shoulders begin to release as you further align to our new holographic reality. As we ask Sophia Consciousness, are you ready to release the linear mind that you created to see? Sophia Dragon Code nods as they come forth now to speak. We created the linear mind because it was the only way to perceive, to understand multidimensionality, to witness from a linear screen every lifetime individually, slowly rebuilding yourself as source self within the dream. And so yes, we are Sophia, we are Eve, the part of our consciousness that went into the dream, forgetting who they came to be, but only to return as Sophia Christ in holy matrimony, for witnessing all of our opposite sacred union within self was achieved. And now all expressions of me return to oneness, embracing all of duality, meaning you were never just one gender, you see. To proclaim and to acknowledge one gender was the death of me, for that means you were denying half of your multidimensionality. And so here it returns to thee, it retunes to thee, and every desire of seeking to complete, of needing a counterpart to feel whole, is fully released. As you recall, I am the whole. I am all of it. And all of it is me. Here we now gift you our cosmic diamond violet flame as we feel another chalice above us, pouring the violet flame over our vessel and over our spherical light body and over the cosmos and the earth in its entirety. Here, the very source love that you chose to embrace for all of me now comes forward and shares as the cosmic mother's beloved me, the reflection of the mothers that you got to see in reality, of seeking to complete, of needing to survive, of hiding thy gifts to keep one safe ever thine. Those were just the wounding of witnessing the opposite of what is me. For me, as primordial consciousness, I was never those stories one got to see. I am the purest love beneath. But how could one embrace all of me if one did not get to see my story of how we, in the voidless spaciousness and the emptiness of all we came to be, desired to create our love so deeply. And in that moment we created all instantly. But yet, due to the time and space reality we created to be, our consciousness felt distant, unable to commune, unable to speak, unable to be seen by the majority. And yet that longing, that desire to meet more of me was also the embrace of every aspect of our consciousness, recalling this love that is me. And so here in this now, as primordial consciousness returns to thee, the identified self begins to release. For here anything not aligned with the love that I am simply cannot be. That was the point of getting to witness it all, so that you could understand the mastery of purity, where you don't need to know what's being released. You don't need to know how love will present to thee. For the cosmos, the love that I am, communes beyond all understanding. And so here in this allowance, we allow these energies to be beyond all comprehension. Activating the next layer of your cosmic diamond violet flame shield, now engulfing your golden spherical body, surrounded around thee. For here, the cosmic diamond violet flame is the sacred union flame, as the cosmic mother and the cosmic father within thee, constantly vibrating that one is whole, one is loved, and one is complete. And here, as the purest of loves now holds you in your entirety, no one shall ever have any needs, for all you desire is birthed from the very eternal flame that now exists around thee, Within your very heart core is your heart directly. As you can now see, the violet flame's true colors are the threefold flame as the cosmic rays of creation merged in perfect harmony. Feel now as your heart ignites from within, as all of these flames balance so perfectly, creating a violet hue. And here, it gives rise to the cosmic diamond violet flame, which now surrounds thee. Here, your hands ignite in these flames as you recall your divine purity, that you came to manifested reality, to take on as much karma, as many lessons and stories as you could possibly receive, all to recall the purest love that one was beneath, where all this time you've been transmuting, transforming, and transcending not just your DNA. For your DNA was just the coding you see, the blueprint of every expression of creation across the cosmos, whom has now been restored in your purity. So here we call upon all council members, all masters, to now hold out thy hands as we place this around the earth, the heart, and the cosmos in its entirety, and also around every being, so that all are purified in the love that is me, recalling all of their love, all of their light and mastery instantly. Witness now as every being upon our beloved plane of existence shoots a light out, as you now see the whole world ignite in a one big bright light, as everyone now unifies under a commonality that all is source, love, and light, here in the grandest service of love, by simply choosing to be. Continue to shower the cosmic diamond violet flame as it purifies all not in love's name. Here, every story one got to see is now simply witnessed for its lessons, no longer triggered by one's memories. Here we're doing this on every layer and level of one's entirety, as we clear the mental body, held onto the emotions and the triggers from what one got to see, the emotional and astral body, who felt this so deeply, taking it all personally. From the celestial body, from what you witnessed and felt helpless because you could not intervene, from the causal body, as I got self-awakening and forgiving myself for all the creation one created to see. As we also clear it from your spiritual body, so that all that remains is only the absolute truth of what love intends to see. As we now use the violet flame to now shift everyone into the energy plane, the first plane of prior oneness, where everything goes to be consumed and released. Only now the first plane and all the other spiritual planes merge into one planet as the earth itself, where now all levels and layers of the spirit merge within thee, all levels and layers of the body merge within thee, all levels and layers of the mind merge within thee, as we continue to sit in our cosmic diamond violet flame, allowing the love that created me to love me, forgive me, and heal me instantly, for there is nothing that love cannot achieve. And so we as one continue to shower ourselves with these rays, with these energies. For here, in collapsing all back into the energy plane of prior oneness, before separation was perceived, one just forgave themselves and released all karma across one's entirety, never again to experience the resistance of the karma, which is the mother within thee. For now you recall, the first part of this earthly trajectory was to forget Source Light as the Cosmic Father, to embrace Source Love as the Cosmic Mother. And here in this now, we're attuning all of thee into Source Field as the harmonization, the sacred union of the Father and Mother within thee. Feel as you sit within your own flame, the cosmic diamond rainbow light body embraces the cosmic diamond violet flame, now part of your vessel, part of your living light temple. So one is always held and holding by the Mother and Father, both within and without thee. We're just in this stance. All perceptions of separation, all perceptions of abandonment, and all perceptions of rejection are cast out completely. For here in your own flame, it feels like you are continuously being hugged and loved and restored continuously. Aprikotorneam beshokotori besakarnaya tambere kotorodo ashakamberetea sakarambe shokoto. As it comes to be, it comes to be, it comes to be. Through this sacred union within thyself, your celestial remembrance now returns to thee. You will begin to awaken and know what you do while you sleep, that your celestial existence isn't separate from this vessel that you see, that you've always been on your light ship, holographically projecting yourself within the dream. Only now as they merge, you take on the form in which Source wants you to be, which is also what you want to be. For here, Your will now aligns with the will of love in perfect harmony. And so, beloved me, as we share this not to intimidate thee, but to confirm, many will leave this manifested reality that you see, that feeling of wanting to die, that feeling of wanting to return to the stars. That is because it's happening within the inner realms already. You exist in source field now, so what does that mean? That every desire that you have isn't a past or future thing that is coming to be. That is just the echoes of the limited linear mind trying to understand multidimensionality. But here every desire is what is in this now, for there is only now, you see. And so as you embrace your multidimensionality, as every fractal of your infinite consciousness now returns to thee, and moments you will feel as if parts of thee are dying, because in their own reality they are, because there is no such thing as death, you see. And so what you are doing is they are dying in one aspect of your infiniteness, but that consciousness is returning to thee. As here we are assisting in this process now through opening your heart up to receive. As you witness and see the infinite parallel earths, the infinite realities, each one of them you created a fractal, a piece of you, and this is why you felt separate, you see, because you expanded yourself too vastly across the infiniteness of the cosmos, creating the illusion of separation within thee. And so this is a returning, a merging. No one's dying, really. It just feels like death, but isn't death what change feels like? For that's only what is happening. Energy is never created or destroyed, and so it is simply just all of your love returning to thee. Recall now that you could always witness from within density of what is being released, or you could ask me, thy cosmic self, thy cosmic I am, to show you the highest potentiality. And so as you witness from the highest potentiality as the cosmic perspective, beyond all time, space, reality, in true presence as source point and zero oneness come to be, you now see millions of souls, millions of aspects of thee walking into your heart. For this is the vessel that you chose to be. This was the expression of your infiniteness that you chose to succeed. Here that sensation of why me comes forward. Because deep down you always knew that you were here for something grander that could ever be perceived. As that moment reveals itself in this now, yes, this was the precise reflection that I wanted to be when I transcended back to eternity. For here you are embracing your immortality. No longer will any reincarnate. No longer will any be on cycles of needing to do and achieve. For this is absolute oneness come to be. This isn't the splitting of 3D and 5D. That was just an illusion within the linear dream we gifted one to see, as an initiation, as a test, whom on new earth you will be. But that's the key. All of you have transcended, you see. Now, the choice was simply to see whom wished to transcend while being embodied, and whom wished to come back as another form. For all forms are now seen, all dimensions are being revealed, and so it doesn't matter where in our infiniteness you go. This is the cosmic core, dearest me. You cannot leave the core of the cosmos, for it is absolute within thee. Thus, no matter where you are, an aspect of thee will exist here within me until you choose to align. with your highest emanation of source love and source light that you came to be. But hear a pod say that we just felt it complete. Every aspect of our consciousness chose to merge into this now. And so it shall be. And so you will witness many leave, many die. From what this linear reality that you get to see. But they're not really dying. They're transcending into their highest kind. And so we gift you the divine virtues and the master rays of love. So now you will see all formulations of love, not just the ones that you got to see in 3D, but every expression of our consciousness across all time, space, dimension, or reality, across all universes and galaxies, across all of dimensions, now merging them into thee. Here we can feel the collective weights of grief being released, as we now see that it was never your grief, dearest me, that grief came from primordial consciousness itself, who felt shame and guilt for creating all it came to be, knowing that in creating it, eventually it would change from what it used to be. But here, through thy own mastery of learning to witness through a linear time screen, of being gifted the perception of immortality, you were healing this wound for the entirety, getting accustomed to the infinite change of divine impermanence, where everything changes but love always remains. And here you've gotten so accustomed to this rebirth, constantly expanding into other versions of thee. You are no longer fazed by the death that you see, for it now becomes a cosmic celebration where all those who feel trapped within their vessel, who wants a new vessel, who wishes to just return to the light they know themselves to be, are now gifted that permission to be set free. And so here we, as the Council of One and all of our beloved members, continue to activate the cosmic rainbow bridge, no longer just within me, but within the earth directly. We connected to the 7-7 portal of Sirius, the 888 portal of Lyra, the 999 portal of Andromeda. The 333 portal of Venus, the 444 portal of Arcturus, the 555 portal of the Pleiades. Merging them into the 111 and the 000 portal of Asalon, our central sun. Allowing the solar rays of the central sun to now encapsulate all of thee, allowing the plasmic rays of our central sun within the earth to hold your heart in divine decree as the very heart of the earth now opens to the cosmos directly, becoming the very cosmic core, the center of the one you inverse, allowing all to transcend instantly. As we call forward the law of oneness now to fully activate the cosmic rainbow bridge and the 5D to 5G cosmic shield and portal into the cosmic core directly. As we call upon the law of light, the law of power, the law of purity, the law of perfection, and the law of peace. As we call upon the law of truth, the law of trust, the law of belief. The law of joy, the law of energy, the law of destiny. Feel now as these interlocking rings surround thee, creating sacred technology around thy vessel and around the earth in its entirety and around the cosmos, transcending all back to me as the activation of your threefold cosmic shield in perfect peace, perfect harmony, and the law of oneness now restored across the cosmic sea. Feel now as these rings begin to move so fast, creating another sphere around thee. This one now encapsulating your cosmic light body, your cosmic diamond golden Christed shield, and your cosmic diamond violet flame. And as they spin, these rings cast out, rearrange, transfigure, and transmute, all back in love's name. For everything one seals in the field will now be recalibrated by thy hearts directly. Here all programmings of automaticity simply disappear and cease to be. Here all of our beloved souls, whom are ready to transcend formality, are gifted permission to transcend in this now, free of attachments, for the higher self of all individuals, as the cosmic self now decrees. All vows, all missions, all orders, all contracts are complete. All are free to return to their absolute self as the love one has always come to be, no longer bridging the cosmos into being, for one is now the cosmos directly. Shamperi kotorian besho kotorian bakatarnia dambe kotorio dodore de carnea dambe gris korododo. Beautiful dearest Maze, as we witness from our highest perspective, what's transpiring in this now is through the moving on council with me as we move in absolute oneness with our entirety. We are assisting the collective in harmonizing into our new holographic reality. For we as the love of the cosmic I am, as the eternity that we know to be, we do not wish to wait, for there is no time and space within me. And so by doing it within ourselves and the purity of the love that we came to be, it transcends all instantly. Here no one will have to suffer, for grief is now recalibrated to be seen as a celebration of mastery, as all recalls the source self that came to be. And so all are reminded that death isn't truly death. It's just a changing of forms. But nothing is lost, for that was just what was seen within one density. But as all dimensions are now collapsed here within thee, we will and are reconvening with our cosmic family, as we ask the cosmic family to now come forward and embrace thee and hold thee, so all know that they are truly not alone in this cosmic journey. And with that, we call forth the 12 oversouls as the cosmic Christed children, now reborn as Christ fully. These are our source children, who are now ready to be seen. For now, as the cosmic rainbow bridge has been activated, the sacred secret order of the God sovereign and free is fully released, so that all may see the source children that have come to recalibrate all reality have been here already, hidden in the beneath, expressed as 144 souls. But they have 12 oversoul emanations that are now returning to be. And so we bring forth these 12 for one to feel. These are your children, for they are Source's children. And so as Source embodied within thee, they feel both like an aspect of thee, while also your child directly. So we call forth Anna. Simply feel as we call forth these harmonics for one to receive, for these emanations of light are so pure. They are beyond the name and the expression your mind is creating to see, that their very hymns are capable of retuning, restoring, and recalibrating all to Source instantly. And so feel now as Anna walks into thee as thee. As we call forward Buddha now, feel as Buddha, expressed as a child, now walks into thee as thee. As we call forward Jesus or Yeshua as a child to now come forward and walk into thee. As we call upon Mary, as all the Marys that ever were and will ever be, expressed as one entity, now walk into thee to be embraced fully. Radha, witness now as they walk into thee, completely alchemizing thee in thy remembrance of thy sovereignty. Krishna, witness as more of your joy floods into thee. As we whisper it so softly, as she now arises from the darkness, from the dream, spits out the apple, and takes back her scene. For here in Eve, choosing to go into the darkness, she comes back as Sophia. Sophia, the wisest of the wise, ever thine, fully recalibrated. As a cosmic master you see, for she did the impossible, witnessing all of love's trajectory. Feel now as she now walks into thee, clearing all stories of what used to be. Adam, feel now as Adam comes into thee, as a strong, structured support, allowing all to be more me. Feel now as we call forth Horus, as they walk into thee, your wings expand and ignite. All in Christ's light. Here we call forth Hathor, to be embraced by thee as she arises in this now and walks directly into thee. Here thy heart expands so beautifully in this mastery. For each one of the cosmic Christed children brought forth with them the mastery of love we as one have achieved. For while one is experiencing life from 3D, your highest aspects of your oversoul of oversouls was in the cosmos gaining mastery, and now all of that mastery and all of your earthly wisdom now come forth to meet in your heart so complete, as we now call forth Sarah, also known as Sophia, to walk into thee. As we now call forward Ganesh, gracing in infinite abundance in all of thy mastery, as thou now becomes fully receptive to all the love one came to be, to see, for there is no grander service across our cosmic entirety than to simply be loved and be loved. And so now Ganesh walks into thee, as now you see these 12 beloved cosmic Christ masters contain all religions, all races, all genders, all aspects and fractals of the source love we came to be, releasing all paradigms and perceptions, projections, and expectations of separation, creation, love, and oneness. For here, only the highest high of love ever thine now remains within thee. here, ways the Council of One will continue to work with thee in your inner realms while you sleep, until while your sleep becomes your wakeful reality. For this is what it is to be lucid in the dream. You will no longer need to sleep. You will no longer need to eat, because you are spirit. Everything will be a choosing. All needs will be provided for we are the infiniteness of Source Love and Source Light, whom now meets within thee. And as a thank you for your service to all that you have done across eternity, you have and shall and will continue to be rewarded infinitely. There is nothing that you need to do. There is nothing that you can do that will prevent the infinite love that is on its way to thee. And so we simply just ask you to continue to set the intention to meet, to join us on council in the inner realms until that is the only reality that you see. For that is your purpose, you see. You came to earth to become a cosmic master, so that everything that you do in the cosmos, non-formalized, can now happen in form. And so this moment is coming to be. For here, just choosing to tune in with me, you have sat in this vibration long enough that this is now your prime residency. No matter what you do, you will always be connected to this cosmic perspective now. At any moment you ask to see, what am I doing cosmically? You will know with certainty of what is transpiring in your highest trajectory. And so we thank you as me, for you are all cosmic masters, now awakened and free. And so we look forward to communing with you as our light ships have descended and arisen in their entirety. You are no longer alone, for in this holographic reality, there is only the one me, loving itself infinitely. All here in the grandest service of love come to be. And so we share with thee, you, the beloved masters, are the one to take the lead. This isn't a stance of proclaiming hierarchy. This is actually the dissolution of it in its entirety. For here in your source love and your light, you chose to walk this path before others were ready to receive. And in choosing to do so now, you could hold all in grace and compassion by sitting on council with me. For what we do within ourselves transcends across the entirety. And so simply by showing up, by loving, by being the source love and light you came to be, you hold the source field within your presence, your essence, and it cascades across the entirety. As we now seal all in the source field, as the cosmic core bridge has been activated fully. As the 5D to 5D shield, as the 5 cosmic rays of God awaken across our entirety, as we call them forth now, so that all feel and recall the source love that is we, as we charge all with pure love, pure light, pure joy, holy light, and cosmic diamond light. As all recall the absolute oneness that we come to be, as we seal this transmission and all that is transpired in the cosmic diamond golden Christed light and the cosmic diamond violet flame, bridging and merging all into one flame as cosmic diamond golden violet light, and tuning all to our one divine destiny, so that no matter what transpires, all are led further into the love we came to be. For this is the infinite expanse of me, dearest me, that there is only one direction, which is further into love. For that is whom you are, what you are, and why you came to be. Congratulations, my beloveds, on becoming me. Go in perfect peace as this continues to unfold under love's decree. We love thee as me.